It's Plus TV Africa, and you're just in time for our entertainment news program, Tea Time. Tea Time is where we bring you up to date regarding all of the hottest entertainment stories from around the world. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tokunbo Awoga, and here to analyze every story are my co-anchors Elsie Godwin and Ife Oshunke. Hi guys.
What's up?
Okay, so anything new? Anything planned for the weekend? Anything?
Of course, things are planned for the weekend, but let's talk about new things.
Okay.
There's a conversation going on, so I'm just going to ask you
Bad bird that stole frog.
That's another one. Please go and look for the video of a guy claiming someone else stole frog. When you see it, you know if it's frog or not. But anyway, so between Shei, Yemi Alade, and Tiwa Savage, who's got, or let's say in Nigeria, who has the best stage performance? Female.
Tiwa.
The first one.
Best stage performance.
Sorry, say that again. Who? Simi? Who?
Tiwa Savage, Yemi Alade, Shei. Best stage.
Yemi Alade, sorry.
Exactly.
Yemi Alade.
He saw it. He saw my mind going Yemi Alade, and he just like, okay.
Have you ever seen Yemi Alade perform on stage to start with?
Yeah, right. Whatever. Yemi Alade.
I got you.
Wait, have you seen
Yemi Alade?
Have you seen Yemi Alade perform on stage?
Well, for him to keep saying Yemi Alade, then I'm sure he has seen her.
Tokunbo doesn't like to go out.
This massive energy on stage.
Yeah.
And you enjoyed the song, even if you're complaining that the lyrics is this and that. I think she's getting better on the lyrics too, but you enjoy her performance. So yeah, that's what's new for me.
Okay. Nice.
Ife, what is new?
No. New.
All right, time to bring you our first story. Nollywood actor Tokunbo Awoga speaks on how Nollywood actors get the cars that they actually flaunt on Instagram. Okay, so
Tell us, how did you know?
Sorry?
I almost thought you were going to say Tokunbo Taiwo.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he's saying that people go for hire purchase, to get the cars, and that he gave an instance where you put down a 1 million naira deposit when the car is actually like 6 million or so, and he talks about. He talked a lot about people, who do so many things, in terms of living the fake lifestyle on Instagram. So, I think that's what I'm going to say.
Okay, I tried to get him on the show today, but unfortunately today is already so
booked
busy for
him.
him. Yeah,
Okay.
but I'll still try. At least it will be better for him to come here to say it from
And
his
further
own
clarify,
mouth,
yeah.
But I read reactions, which you always like to ask us if we saw reactions.
Yes.
And then I saw someone who said that, I mean, if you were in a country where things were working well, that buying a car or a house that you have to pay instrumentally is not supposed to be wrong. Like, it's supposed to be like a way of life. So I'm bringing it here today. I'm putting it out that way. And for somebody like you, that is what do you call him? It's tender. What is it? Our UK guy. So tell us if this is actually a way of life that people should emulate, especially when you have like a steady source of income.
For me, it's not about emulation. It's all about your own finances and what you want to do and what you want to achieve. Some people prefer this instrumental payments because at the end of the day, it helps break down the cost. Because if you're saying you want to wait until kingdom come before you buy your first car, it's going to take like forever. So people decide to buy, and pay instrumentally so that, over time you own your own personal car. There are people in the UK, there are people in the US who have stayed 15 years, 20 years and haven't even planned on buying a car. Some people are actually planning, but they've never got around to doing it. So hire purchase always helps people. There are 1,000,001 people that are actually on hire purchase. In fact, before you see someone who actually in the UK or in the US goes out to, outrightly pay for their car, they must have done some business for a long number of years to be able to, or earn quite a lot of money. And that's usually not the case because, as we know, inflation is everywhere. So
I'm glad you said that. Now, putting it in that context, would you say this is part of fake life?
Why did you look at me when you
I mean, we're having a conversation. So would you say it is fake life if I'm going to get a car already and I decide to pay instrumental?
Yeah, if you decide to pay instrumentally and you have a steady source of income, then it's not fake life.
Exactly, you're living the life. I think that's the real life that you're living. Is when you don't have a car and you're actually trying to portray that you own a car when you don't actually. That's the fake life. Yeah. So you borrow your friend's car, or you use
to take pictures and all of that. That's the fake life.
That's the fake life. So yeah. And then in the UK, you have people that borrow their aunt's cars, their uncle's cars, family cars, and then they use it and drive around for the whole day, and then when you use that and pose
not just pictures. In the UK, it happens here in Nigeria.
I mean, exactly. But I'm trying to relate this to what Tokunbo Awoga is trying to say, because he's saying, oh, they don't pay outright, they pay instrumentally, then they
There's absolutely nothing wrong
with it. So
at least even the 1 million person.
Well, the part where he also said that you drop 1 million naira for a 6 million naira car and you don't have a steady source of income. I think that's what he has a problem with. But if you have a steady source of income and you know that, okay, they're taking XX amount from my salary every month for the payments of this car, and you still have some cash to fall back on. You have a steady source of income, you have a way of paying it back. Even if it takes you 3 years to pay back the money, at least you are paying back for it and you have a steady source of income. But people that do not, that now go, then they now have to start chasing you around with the phone like, oh, you haven't paid this month, you get. I think those are the people Tokunbo has a problem with.
But why is he so particular about that? How does he know they don't have a steady source of income?
Exactly.
Is he trying
because
to say
he's in the industry.
He's in the industry does not mean he knows everybody's capability.
He's talking about actors and actresses in a circle that are doing that, that they are not even making so much, but they are doing this higher purchase thing, knowing that they would not be able to meet up to the payment, or it would lead to an embarrassing situation at the end of the day. So it's just...
But if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. You can't hold people responsible for the choices that they make. If that's what they want to do, fine.
So you rather face some embarrassing situation than...
But if there has been an embarrassing situation that is that serious, I'm sure it would have gotten to the news somehow.
Exactly.
But they sort themselves out some way or the other.
Exactly.
So the fact that you're not doing it doesn't mean you should come out to... Well, that's where I'm looking at it from.
Yes, because the thing is, if you even want to buy a car, you will know that, okay, and you put down a down payment, at least as much as 1 million, you will know that, yes, okay, if the worst comes to the worst, at least I'll be paying little by little. And then even if you go to them and renegotiate your monthly, if it's 50 and you say, okay, I don't have enough, let's bring it down to 30 and then make it pay over a longer period of time, you're still at least paying for that car, and at the end of the day, it's still going to belong to you.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So everyone's quiet. It's time to move on to our next story. But before we go on that next story, I will take a quick break. When we return, we'll be bringing news on both Davido and Omotola Jalade. Don't go anywhere. It's where the big stories live. This is Plus TV Africa.
When I did it, I was full on, hands-on on the whole project.
So how did you deal with it? All of that negativity?
I got depressed, obviously. Duh. Haven't you heard?
I've got 2 of the hottest topics currently trending on social media. If you've seen the word Senate trending on Twitter, that's because the Nigerian police force has gone Trump style.
I probably haven't shared this with anyone, but I reckon I get about like 100 people asking for help a day. That's a fact. I can prove that.
Welcome back. It's tea time on Plus TV Africa, and we're about to bring you our next story. The latest headline on Davido is, well, the latest headline is actually on Davido, and he has been named the most influential young Nigerian. So, congratulations to him.
Why are we making this all about Davido?
Yeah. So that's why I was like, yeah, you should talk about it since
No,
Wizkid.
but I'm just saying, no, I'm not just saying, no, not just because of Wizkid, there are lots of Nigerians on that list. So why are we making this about Davido?
No, there is a category actually. Yes, there is 100 people on that list, but there is a category where before this list came out, they had to vote. So aside being on the list, we have, I think, about 10 winners in different categories actually, So then they all are in this list, but like we have Davido for music.
We have Musa.
Victor Ebie won for social media influencer. Then Mentally Aware guy Victor Ogo won for science and technology. So as we have the 100 list, but there are winners in categories. But Davido won the entertainment section. So that is why.
So he won the most influential
for entertainment.
What about Wizkid? They gave it to Wizkid. I think Davido was first, then Wizkid was second.
That's what I'm saying. There's a list, but there was a voting.
Okay, so
he won for entertainment, but they are both on the list.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Wizkid did not win this year as part of the most influential.
Well, he's on the list. He's influential,
as a
but
nominee.
he did not win.
As a nominee.
Yes.
All right, great. Okay, now I get the clarity.
If what have you always even argued that Davido is a better artist, or that?
Anyway, we're not going to go that route.
No, I just wanted to clarify.
For me, I feel like I know influential people because I know 3 people on this list now, so I'm proud. At least I know Victor Ogo, I know Tosin Ajibade. Tosin Ajibade is the founder of Olori
Knowing is not the
Supergirl.
same thing.
Why are you
They are my friends, and then I know Bami Dele.
Do you know how many Ife's friends are here?
Ife, yeah,
And
talk
do you
for
know how
yourself.
many
I'm talking for myself,
Alex
and I'm
Iwobi
proud
is on
of
that
them.
list.
Yes, my
Victor
friends are
Ogo,
here.
Tosin Ajibade, and the lawyer Bami Dele Pexi. Yeah, he's popularly known as Pexi. So yeah, I'm proud. So show your own pride.
Elsie's on the road this morning,
pride.
seriously. But Elsie, I'm a bit surprised I didn't actually see your name there as a digital or as an advocate for.
Or a social media influencer.
Yes.
How can it be a
surprised.
win you? Come on.
Seriously.
See, I don't want to criticize this list, but congratulations to everybody on this list. That's all I can say. Let's move on.
Okay. All right. If there anything else,
congratulations to everyone, and I think Davido is deserving if he actually won because
you see, Ife doesn't even believe. I know you still want Wizkid to win.
No, sorry, not okay. Maybe that was the wrong choice of word.
Okay.
If he was the winner of this. Of the entertainment category, it's well deserved because who else is more influential than Davido?
I don't understand why you keep saying if, because they've already said they voted.
Okay, Davido has won the category, and congratulations to him, and it is a well-deserved award to be won by Davido.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So congratulations from the 3 of us, Davido, before we move on to our next story. It's a double celebration, not just for, it's a double celebration story for Omotola Jalade-Ekeinde as she receives a special recognition in Los Angeles, and she received it on her birthday as well, which was yesterday. Yes.
Yeah.
So very, very, very congratulatory, shall I say, you know, for you to celebrate your birthday and then for you to receive an award on the same day as well is really, really, really good. So another
congratulations to her.
She doesn't even look 41.
But the thing is, you know how I was saying that Helen was 41 according to the reports. I don't know.
Who is Helen?
Ellen Pong.
Yeah, so we don't really know.
Helen Pong is not 41. I said it that day. I'm saying it today.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that are we certain that this is the public age?
No, of course. It's easy to know Omotola's age. I mean, she talks about it. She celebrated 40 years last year, where she had like an elaborate celebration that lasted for like 3 days, right? And we know when Omotola got married, like everybody, she got married at the age of 18 to Captain Ekeinde. Like the news was everywhere. So this is her age, really.
Okay. All right then, Elsie. I know you're not hiding yours.
No, I'm not hiding mine. So congratulations to her. But if I know you do the FBI thing for us, did you find out what this recognition is really about?
It's Black in Cinema, the same thing Linus won. Stephanie Linus won. So it's the same recognition, Blacks in Cinema, and still in celebration of the Black History Month and all of that, and the PAFF festival that is also coming up where Dry will be filmed again. So she also won Black in Cinema. But I don't know for which movie actually, but I'm suspecting it's probably for Lionheart. Yeah.
She wasn't in Lionheart.
Who is in Lionheart? You're talking about Omotola.
Oh, sorry. That's why I said I don't know for which movie actually, but yes. So it's good to be recognized, especially on a birthday. So it's still Blacks in Cinema. Yes, and Lionheart, I don't know why you keep coming up. Maybe because it's such a great movie.
Or maybe you expect Lionheart, Genevieve to win this.
I know Genevieve is going to come out with our awards soon.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll watch this space.
Watch this space, exactly. All right, we'll take a quick break right now, and then we'll be right back.
we do not understand, we will stigmatize.
What you can see is the remaining of the tanker that exploded.
The suspect equally confessed.
A 500 naira they collect am.
If you no talk, then go beat you.
Now 2,500 and they pay.
Welcome back. It's tea time right here on Plus TV Africa, and we're moving on to our next and final story this morning, which is on female rapper Kel, who calls Nigeria a failed state. Okay, so before she came to this conclusion, I think she was talking about her PVC encounter, and she said she was really, really excited, wanted to go and collect her PVC, and then they called her name, which made her even more excited, only for her to be disappointed at the end of the day because they actually couldn't find the PVC. And that makes me think that, you know, there are a number of people who are going to be like that, who actually want to vote, who want their PVC, and they're actually going to go there saying, okay, where's my PVC? And then they won't be able to find it. So let's not, you know, I think we need to take that into consideration in terms of the elections. There are people that are not going to go and collect their PVCs. There are people who actually want to collect their PVCs and won't find it. There's always one blip or another with, in terms of all of these registrations and in terms of even the collections. So what she's saying, I think, makes sense, especially in particular to her own case. So I think she has vented, and I don't know, I think this is a complete travesty, because this is somebody that actually wants to vote. We've been going on and on, people should go and collect their PVCs, let them vote, only for INEC to disappoint at the end of the day, especially with regards to Kel. So like I said, it's a travesty.
I like that I mentioned registration, because I'm not venting about this anymore, because it didn't start now. This whole thing, I think I've vented and I'm tired of venting. Like it started from when people really wanted to register, then you go there. Those that are supposed to register, you're acting like they're doing you some favor. You know, so you're there, you're under the sun. At the end of the day, they register probably 30 people in the day and they say they are done. And you're wondering,
what's
30 people in a day, like, how far do you intend to go with this?
And let's not even forget about the politics behind even that.
And then you will be on the queue. You've been there from like 7 a.m. Some people will come in with a group of people. They go straight in, they are attended to, and you're still there standing and wondering what is going on. So it didn't just start now. INEC has always gotten it wrong when it comes to registration and making sure Nigerians have their PVC and on time. And they make sure you go through serious of stress. Like, why is it so stressful to get registered? Why is it so stressful to get your PVC? Why is it so stressful every time?
Especially in a digital age.
In a digital age. And most times they make you just lose your interest, and you're wondering, am I supposed to go and stand under the sun? And then there's this idea at the back of your mind that makes you feel like, is my vote even going to be counted? And you start wondering, why am I stressing myself under the sun for absolutely nothing?
Yeah, you know, we've talked about, you know, PVCs, well, registration and all of this for a long while, but I'm like, in Kel's case, she has done all of that and she didn't even complain, but at least she wants to come and collect the final.
I mean, there are so many people that are going to be in that situation.
Exactly.
So,
I know somebody that went there on Monday to get his PVC, and they told him it won't be ready until 2 weeks time, I guess. 2 weeks, and that's like right after now? The election.
Anyway, today's the last day for collection, so in case you're watching and you really want your...
No, they're still giving after election.
So they're extending it.
Collect your PVC after the election.
Well, I think they'll be giving, well, non-officially after election, but I think there's talk that they're saying they want to extend that
the collection,
today's deadline.
Today was supposed to be the
deadline. Yeah, there's talk, and like Ife is saying, even if they didn't extend it, I think people would have still been collecting normally, because I don't think they've got everybody's PVC.
And you know, like the mentality of Nigerians, a lot of people are not even going to participate in the voting, unlike Kel, who actually wants to participate. Some people just need this as a form of identification, because there are people who are jobless, who don't have a job, work ID card, they don't have a passport.
Card is also stressful to get.
Yeah, so some people just need this to be able to open bank accounts, to be able to do, and so some people are not even bothered. They don't mind if they get it after the election. Do you get what I mean? And that's just a crazy mindset. Like, okay, now the PVC is supposed to be used as a form of identification, and I think we've gotten to that level where it should all be biometrics.
Yeah,
if you ask
I'm
me.
glad that we are here now. I mean, the elections is just 7 days away, or how many days? I mean, next Saturday, right? Yeah. So I don't think there's any solution I'm going to prefer right now, but all I'm trying to say is, once this election is over, like this 2019 general election, and by God's grace, Nigeria still remains one, we need to start the process of getting people registered in time. You cannot just come and give like a little time frame and then people go there. Also sensitize your people, the INEC staffs, people that are going to register, or let them understand that they are not doing us a favor.
But I don't know if you guys have been receiving text messages from INEC.
I received,
I did, and I'm wondering like, oh,
I will see to collect.
Okay, guys, let's talk about in terms of even the deadline. Should we, technically speaking, be having a deadline? Because I'm like, you should give people the choice to actually come and collect it, even up to the day. Even on the day, some people may want to collect it.
And we need to also understand they have more duties. Like, so they are going to be on the staff to go get stuff done. So they need people to get their PVC so that this same people can focus on other things. And so I understand where the deadline is coming from, but you don't give a deadline when you know that they are not ready. Do you understand? And they're not even ready.
And when it's not realistic anyway, because it's next week the election.
Somebody gave me a conspiracy theory, so I'm going to be a Tokunbo Awoga. So they said, okay, people that they are not getting theirs collected are the ones they will use to rig the election.
I have a feeling.
We've always had that conspiracy, like it's not a new conspiracy. Like that's what we always hear. But I mean, this is an entertainment show, so I rest my case.
Oops. Very well said.
Entertainers are going to vote, so yes.
Yes, exactly. And speaking of entertainers, Kel is an entertainer.
And Kel is an entertainer.
And there's so many other.
If you use my PVC, thank God I've collected my own PVC. Anyways, now let's say if you use it to rig, I'm there to call it God now.
Oh, okay. See, now that we even bring rigging into the equation, how do you think we can actually mitigate rigging in Nigeria? Do you have any idea how we can, in terms of the PVCs?
So do we have members?
Like I said, Yemi Alade has the best performance in Nigeria on stage.
No, we're talking about rigging here. Which one
I don't understand. How am I supposed to know rigging? Like right now, who even told you they want to rig the election? Let's start from there.
And you know what? A lot of our politicians have so much faith in INEC, especially after what they did.
They have so much faith.
No. But it's the truth. Every political event I covered, like before this election period and all of that, one particular question I was always concerned about, and even I got the chance to speak to the vice presidential aspirant Peter Obi, and I asked him that, does he have faith in INEC? Does he believe that this year's election is going to be free and fair? And he spoke with so much confidence, saying that yes, this is going to be. I also got the chance to speak to El Rufai, and El Rufai even gave an instance. He said with what they have done in Ekiti and Osun State, so he knows that they are way better.
So really, Osun State is an example to be given right now.
That was
to have
what
hope and
El
trust
Rufai.
in
No,
right?
he's saying, no, you don't understand where he's coming from.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, is Osun State a viable example right now?
Do you understand? So you get a lot of them. You get. I'm talking about the Bayelsa State governor saying the same thing, that he has faith in INEC. So even somebody that is running for a position, Peter Obi, for example, has faith in INEC, or I don't know why.
Do you not think that faith
I
is
understand
politics?
the faith.
The faith, is it not politics? Elsie, do you think, is that where you're coming from?
I understand the faith.
Explain me, I don't understand though.
I think it's
to
politics.
understand these things, but I understand the faith.
Me, I don't, so please tell us.
Like I said, if you want to talk about Yemi Alade, I'm interested, but right now I'm done with PVC fab.
When Elsie doesn't want to answer the question, she speaks for Yemi Alade. No, but seriously, do you not think that that all of them showing faith is all part of politics?
Well, Nigeria has always been a...
I mean, this is a democratic country, right?
I wouldn't say it's all part of politics. I would just say they're being very diplomatic.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we call politics, diplomacy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's what politics is.
So a diplomat is a politician.
Oh, you should have known better, Ife. Rather than... That's what it is. Yes. All diplomats are politicians. All politicians are diplomats. Yes.
Okay. I like your diplomacy right now.
Exactly. All right. Any final thoughts on this, on Kel and her plight before we move on?
I'm not very sure it's going to be extended, but if it's going to be extended, please go out there, get your PVC, and be ready to vote. No matter what we think.
What local government are you voting?
At the end of the day, it is highly important.
Say
highly important for us to go out there and vote our conscience. Not if you get there and they're sharing money, please collect it. Yeah? But vote your conscience. Thank you.
No, please do not collect money. Bribery.
Because what?
Do not collect money.
It is
do
my opinion.
not sell your vote.
Exactly.
Do not.
I did not say they should sell it. I'm saying if I'm on that queue, hold on, if I'm on that queue and someone says,
blow the whistle. If anybody offers you money, blow the whistle.
Listen to me. If you're on that queue and somebody comes and say, I need you to put your thumbprint here, take this, and you know you want to put it here, collect it and go and put it here. That is what I'm saying.
They'll watch you.
Who is watching you? No, it doesn't.
The international...
They'll use Facebook to track your vote.
Right.
Oh.
Anyway, that's all I have to say.
You understand?
Oh,
please do not collect money. Do not listen to Elsie. She's just being a very bad influence right now.
Yes.
So do not collect money. Blow the whistle. Call somebody. Report them. That is the right thing to do.
Even if we've said all of this, you know.
But if you collect the money, share with me, though.
Oh, there you go then. So you're just as corrupt as Elsie.
I said she should share her money with me. Did I say?
Guys, we need to wrap up the show.
Wow.
That's where corruption starts. If you're saying they should collect a bag of rice, you know, just to select someone or to...
So the rice should just waste like that.
Oh my goodness. We need to wrap up, Elsie.
Okay.
And on that note, we're going to wrap up on Tea Time. Join us later today for afternoon tea. Until then, a big thank you to my co-anchors, Elsie and Ife. As I always say, with these two, there's never a dull moment. And I also have to thank the entire production team as well. I'm Tokunbo Awoga saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.